Hello everyone, welcome to Gosport Railworks. My name is James and today we're doing another model railway product showcase video. Nearly forgot what I was doing. But yes, we're doing another product showcase video and we've got a range of products today. First of all is the LCDR R1 class, which isn't quite designed properly at the moment because I need to move a bit of the boiler under there just to fit on the chassis properly. But yeah, it's another Southeastern 044 tank engine. Have a nice little engine. This predates the H class, so if you want an earlier 044 to use, well, this is pretty much it. And yeah, to finish off this model, you just need to well, paint it. The main thing. Adding the handrails, adding some extra little bits and pieces as well, and that's pretty much it really. Basically, add detail work, paint it, and it's all pretty much done. And maybe a little bit of filing on the chassis, not too sure. I think the main thing is I need to remove this part of the boiler and model, then update it for everyone to have. So let's pop you back on there. There we go. It will pretty much run on a M7 chassis. This is the longer version for the newer M7 chassis, the correctly sized one. I'm still not too sure what chassis you need, but it's up to you if you want to use the new one or the old one. I'll pop that over there. Have got some buffers. Have got them in 3 different varieties. We got them small oval, small round, big round, and also the oval, which is what we got here. Small round ones. Let's see if I've got some up here. No, they're just oval. Never mind. But yeah, yeah, got them in 3 different varieties. If people need them in more varieties, do let me know, and I'll see what I can do. Well, that's going to be about £1 for them, or probably a bit less. At the moment, I've got it as £1, but anyway, on to the main thing, which is I've done a large variety of BR Mk.1 Coaches. I've got 3 varieties here to show off, but I have got many more varieties as well. Since I have had to make quite a few of them, I've had to write down which ones are which. And I'll just get the underframes out. There we go. So we've got here, got a composite corridor, a second corridor, and a brake second corridor. So yeah, there we go. Second corridor there. Has all the windows in, and has all the interior walls in, and also has the corridor as well. And that's the same for pretty much all as well. And I have done quite a few of these. Let me just get my spreadsheet of what I've got. That's not the right page. There we go. That's not. There we go. Right. So let's see. We've got the brake composite corridor, the brake second corridor, the composite corridor, first unpin, second corridor, second unpin, restaurant, first unpin, restaurant buffet, and then another one which has got the multiple unit adaptations fitted. Got the restaurant miniature buffet, and again another version of that with the multiple unit gear fitted, and also the full brake, the brake gangway car. So that's the smaller 57-foot variety as well. And yeah, I think I've also got a few more which I haven't actually got on my spreadsheet, but yeah, got a large range. Well, I don't want to say large, but a decent range of them. And yeah, these are pretty much easy to do. Basically, paint it, glaze it with a acetate or something like that. Add buffers like these ones in particular. Then add the underframe. Add some bogies. Pop you there. And it's all then done. Very simple. There we go. And if you want to, you can also add interior detail as well. But yeah, very easy to put these together. This is the whole point. Because if it weren't easy, I can put them together myself. But yeah, that's pretty much it really. Anyway, I'm going to get them onto my turntable. Then I can tell you a bit more about each prototype. And not the buffers, because they're just buffers. But yeah, I'll tell you about the prototype of the R1 and also the BR Mk.1s, and then we can put them onto my layout and get them running around. So I'll see you in a bit. British Rail Mk.1 is the family designation for the first standardised designs of railway carriages built by British Railways from 1951 until 1974, now used only for charter services on the main lines or on preserved railways. Following nationalisation in 1948, BR had continued to build carriages to the designs of the Big Four companies, and the Mk.1 was intended to be the standard carriage design for use across all lines, incorporating the best features of each of the former companies' designs. These were constructed in two lengths. Most had underframes of 63 foot 5 inch long, with bogie centres of 46 foot 6 inches, and a smaller number had underframes of 56 feet 11 inches long, with bogie centres at 40 feet. These shorter vehicles were intended for use where the track curvature was too tight to accommodate the longer vehicles due to excessive overhang. These lengths allowed for compartments or seating bays of 6 foot 3 inches wide, plus space for toilets and entrance vestibules. A typical design of Mk.1 vehicle, the open third class, had 8 seating bays, 3 entrance vestibules, and a pair of toilets at one end. An unusual feature of the design was a bodyside tumble home curvature of 28 feet radius and only just noticeable. During the 1990s, the few remaining Mk.1 logo-hauled vehicles on the main line were withdrawn, having been progressively replaced by Mark II and Mark III stock during the 1970s and 1980s. The final withdrawal of the Mk.1s from daily mainline use was in 2005, some 54 years since the design entered service. Restored Mk.1 carriages have entered service on many of the UK's heritage railways. Their ready availability has avoided the need for the railways to rely on the limited quantity of surviving pre-BR carriage stock. The LCDR R1 class was a class of 044 tank locomotive on the South Eastern Chatham Railway, which were based on the existing London, Chatham and Dover Railway design. For many years, the two constituents of the SECR, being the London, Chatham and Dover Railway and also the South Eastern Railway, had both favoured the 044 tank wheel arrangement for suburban and stopping passenger trains. The SER's most recent design was James Stirling's Q-class tank engine, which had been produced between 1881 and 1897, whereas the LCDR had the more modern R-class tank engine of William Curley's design, which dated from 1891. When more 044 tank engines were acquired soon after the formation of the SECR in 1899, the company had two options: to build more of either or both of the existing designs, or to produce a new design. It was intended that a range of standard designs would be produced which would be suitable for use across the whole SECR system. However, until these were ready, it was decided to order more of the LCDR's existing R-class design, but with modifications. 15 of these locomotives were built by Sharp, Stewart and Company in 1900, with the first 10 for working on the former Chatham routes, whilst the last 5 working on the old southeastern system. Originally they were included in the R class, but were separated into a new R1 class in January 1901. No more were built because by the time when further 044 tank locomotives were required, Wainwright's H-class design was ready, which owed much to the R1 class. Two engines number A701 and A702 were withdrawn in 1929, and withdrawal of the rest occurred between 1949 and 1956. Right, here we are with all the models now on my layout, and I've got my LCDR R1 now on, putting 2 Mk.1 coaches. Would be third, but I've only got the one spare bogie, so the third one's just going to sit there. But yeah, it does look quite nice. A little bit high, but as I did say, the boiler needs a slight adjustment so it can sit down a little bit lower. Anyway, let's get it running, shall we? So A little bit of speed so it doesn't take too long, but yeah, that's pretty much it really. It's just another southeastern tank engine, well, 044 tank engine to run on your layout. I said the R1 does come in two varieties, which is the long version, which is what you see now for the actual M7 chassis, and then there's the actual proper non-stretched version for if you want to make your own chassis for. And the R1 does also, let me just put it to a stop. And yeah, the LCDR R class is pretty much exactly the same as the R1, apart from that the trailing wheels back here are slightly smaller. So this will cover both classes quite easily. So yeah, very nice of that. Anyway, the price of them is, well, for the coaches, they're 20 metre long, well, I'll say, I don't want to say 20 feet, 60 foot long coaches, so they'll be £20 each, though for 3 or more you do get 10% off. For the R1, it'll be, I think it's £12 for a tank engine of that size. However, I will correct myself with a caption down below if it's not correct. But I think it is £12. But yeah, that's pretty much it really. Got some nice new coaches, and obviously we need some more southeastern tank engines, so here's another southeastern tank engine. And the reason why I made the Mk.1s is, well, I wanted to replace all my ones with some printed ones. And also, it's just to cover the case of where sometimes when you're trying to find a ready to run coat, and well, sometimes the one which you explicitly want, for my case, sometimes I kept trying to get a composite corridor. It actually took me a fair long while to find composite corridors in green, and I had to order one from Australia at one point. That cost quite a bit. Wasn't happy, but oh well. But anyway, now I can print my own and print everybody else their own as well, and you can paint them in whatever livery you feel like. Paint them purple if you really feel like, but other than looking quite garish, you can do if you want to. I don't want to say it's unprototypical, but I'm sure somebody's probably painted these purple at some point. But anyway, that's going to be it for me. So yeah, do let me know what you think. If you like the models, and if you like the video, feel free to like, comment, subscribe. And if you didn't like the video, well, I hope you enjoyed it anyway. But yeah, I'm going to send these off on their way, and I'll see you all again next time. So let's get this up to speed. There we go. Let's wait till it goes past the... just out of view anyway. Anyway, take care now everyone. Bye bye.